Oh.
Kelb, you're up.
Will I roll anything but a 10? Let's find out. I'm using that reroll, Marcus. The one that you gave me a while back for working on the maps.
Yep.
Just so we can get the fucking combat going somewhere. Hopefully. No.
Damn. The other one misses. Jared, you're up.
I feel like there's something I want to do in the back of my head, and I just don't know what it is.
Reveal that you're an automaton and they should worship you as a god.
Hit someone?
Now you
I'm
got
gonna
that
stab
Bush
one
League
of-
quote stuck in my hair. Stuck in my head.
Go ahead and roll it.
This battle's lasted so long, I'm out of coffee.
Okay, so I rolled a little bit higher, but I also did a melee attack. So 14, does it hit?
No.
Welcome, Jared, to my club.
I was so happy. I was like, oh, you got a little higher. But the end result's still a 14.
What the fuck is a gnome doing, by the way?
Watching.
Lazy ass. But fair enough, we are supposed to be the bodyguards.
Thank God we're not playing like the take a drink if you miss game.
I'd be dead. Like,
I think everyone
13
would
sessions
be
ago.
dead.
I keep forgetting. If you meet AC, is it defense or attack wins? I thought it was attack.
Defense
but
wins.
Defense wins? Okay. For some
thought it
reason,
was
I always
attack.
block that.
Wait. That,
It's attack
not
if you get a
according to...
certain... Oh,
Not,
am I
not
wrong?
according to the rulebook.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
Attack wins.
Yeah, I
I
thought
get that
attack
mixed
wins, but
Rolls beat
No,
checks.
I'm wrong. Oh
Thanks,
God,
Highlight,
I
for
forgot
removing
about
the
that quote.
actual important line. Marcus. The book specifically states if the result is at least as high as a target's AC, you hit and deal damage.
yep.
Why did I think defense wins? I must have been
because there's a
thinking
feat for
that
that.
feat, yeah.
In that case, Jared, you take another 2, and Kelb, you take 4. As they once again swing at the two of you and make contact. Jared, there was... Oh, wait. Person number 3. Kelb, you're lucky. I failed a crit check.
Oh, so one of them actually broke through my AC, huh?
Yeah, one of them broke the AC because I rolled a 20, and I was like, ooh. Rolled the crit check, I rolled a 2. It's like, well, I guess it's a hit. Kelb, you're up!
Yeah, give me just a second to look up something really quick, because I don't remember the exact number. I will be using my tower shield for full cover.
Alrighty.
What that does exactly, give me a moment to figure out, because I know it increases my armor class, I just don't remember how much.
I think it's like, I think it adds half cover?
I'm using tower shield as a full cover. Date.
Oh.
Nice try, though.
It's been a while since I've actually done that too. My first D&D character used a great sword, and they had a tower shield. They had the strength to use them.
But greatsword is a two-handed weapon.
Yep. Feats.
Okay.
Was a very weird fighter.
God damn it, where the hell was that in the book?
I think the tower shield, though, I did have to put away the great sword. Yeah. In order to use it correctly.
Keep in mind though, I'm a dwarf with a fucking tower shield. My tower shield's not your tower shield.
Right.
Yeah.
That's an interesting character take. My first character I ever played with was a rogue that was made specifically to kill dragons.
Classic.
Luckily, the ending boss was a dragon, so there was that.
Classic.
Other than that, he was pretty much just a bitch character the rest of the party used as go disable that trap or be distraction as we go kill the mind flayer or stuff like that.
I feel everybody always either chooses the wizard who wants power, the fighter who wants glory, or the rogue who just wants treasure, and the easiest way to do that, let's kill a dragon.
No,
Well,
that
I'm
rogue
playing-
actually wanted to recruit people into an army, but
I'm playing a rogue right now who all he wants is like a legit job.
Listen, you don't understand. I hate adventuring. But they
No,
won't hire me
he
for
wa-
this job unless I have experience.
No, he does want adventuring. He just doesn't want to be like, oh, I'm picking people's pockets out in the street. He wants to be like part of a legit dungeoning party. He grew up on the streets of like Baldur's Gate as a like a pickpocket and a drug seller. So
that's so much more humble than my characters I normally play. Ever since the first one, a good solid chunk of my characters have always been about secretly in the background trying to take over the world.
I haven't gotten to characters with that big like
And we're
dream
playing
yet.
in that world right now.
Exactly.
Oh.
No, I've always played characters where essentially if the DM wanted, when the campaign is done, my character probably would have either turned into the NPC that helps the party or the NPC that's the bad guy, because he took over the world for good or evil. One of them was straight up evil. He was just trying to summon a demon. He was like, no, I don't have a reason. I just want to summon it. But it kills everything. Exactly.
And then
It's
he
exciting.
summoned a lemon because cursive.
No, he created the Tomagan.
Tomato dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
He created the Tomanimals, and then he took a whole bunch of shit with tomatoes, and he created the Tomagan, the leader of the Tomanimals. His pet was a duck unicorn.
I don't know if I should be impressed or depressed.
Both.
Yeah, that's fair.
You want to know what the character's name was?
Do I?
His name was Sir Yummy.
Ugh.
Not my decision. It was the DM's decision. But I was like, I approve of this. Sir Yummy, the knight that lost his reputation and decided, fuck it, I'm gonna go out and become the bad guy then.
Wow.
Is it my turn?
I
We're
believe
waiting for
it's-
Calb to find full cover.
It's still.
I'm giving Marcus the information. I'm going behind full cover, which prohibits my attacking. So that would be my action.
Kind of like I assumed. Basically, they have to go around the shield to hit you.
Yes, but if it's coming from a corner, of that shield. Like, if I'm facing straight and they were in front of that shield, they took a 5-step left or right, I still get a +4 AC to my to that because I'm still behind partial cover with the shield. They would have to go around me quite a bit.
Right. Well, mind you, there, Kelp. One of them would technically have the can't hit you. The other one would only have that +4 against him right now because of square placement. I put the little triangle dice out there so that it could be seen where things should be positioned, roughly.
I was wondering what those were.
There, that should be more correct, because Jared took his 2 5 steps back. Once to get away to pick up the spear and throw it, the other time to jump back and use his dagger. Throw a knife, whatever it was.
Well, regardless, that would be my turn.
Yep. And the next one comes up. He swings at Jared and misses. Jared, you're up.
I'm gonna feint one of the dwarves, goblins.
You're gonna have to tell me what that does. I don't remember.
I do a bluff check. They do a sense motive. I think they get their bab.
And what exactly does it do if you succeed?
My next melee attack against them, they lose their dexterity. Yeah, they get their bab with the sense motive.
Yep, reading it right now. Alright, go ahead and roll it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna win.
Uh, 23?
Yeah, he didn't have a chance in hell. So,
If only you made an attack, Jared.
No. If he had made an attack, it would have been lower. Or
no, 'cause
somehow
he rolled 20.
he rolled a nat 20.
Or somehow he would have had like negatives to put it down to 14.
Anyway, is that your whole turn then?
Yes.
Alright, the next 3 swing and miss. Kelb, you're up. Or sorry, 2 of them swing and miss. One of them, it kind of did nothing because he's in front of the shield. He's trying to.
Unless you want him to make an attack against the shield, which is an option.
He did. He hit the shield, and it didn't matter because he rolled so low.
I don't recall what the hardness is on the tower shield. I think it's 5.
He missed the shield, is what I'm getting at. Even though he can't,
Wait,
he rolled
really?
so bad, he missed.
okay. Understood.
Yeah, it was not a shining moment of rolling. Nevertheless, you're up, Kelb.
Yeah, I don't know what to do from here, honestly.
If you attack the one that is actually able to hit you, does that remove you from full cover?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out as well. I'm not entirely sure. Shield cover is weird. Let's put it this way, the fucking SRD does not have much in regards to cover from shields.
Would it depend on like the weapon and like how far they were away? Like if the weapon reached past the shield, then he would be covered. If it doesn't reach past the shield, then I guess half cover. Just doing on logic, not on game mechanics.
You could just hold action and take defensive stance, Kelb.
I'm gonna do that for now because I still need to look into the fucking shield cover.
Okay. This was the last counter for something anyway, so I just wanted you to have your moment of glory. If you wanted a moment of glory, was all.
Well, I mean, I could try to do an improvised shield bash, but knowing my roles lately, nah.
Okay. The next one comes up then. Jesus, and rolls a fucking 3. Alright, so, the next one swings at Jared and misses. Jared, you have the last action, so to say. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
I am going to stab the dwarf, or the, god damn it, why am I saying dwarf? The goblin
Sorry,
that
Cal,
I
apparently you're
fainted.
getting attacked by your teammate.
Right? Twice now.
Alright, what were you going to do, Jared? You want to stab the one that's hit you?
The one that I fainted so that I can, he doesn't have his dexterity.
Gotcha. That sucks.
Yeah. Does a 5 hit?
No, but it's okay. You can roll if you care, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, do you want to see what happens? You can roll a spot for your brains to real quickly catch it.
$15.
All right. What looks like little needles shoot out from Gnome's area and hit all 4 goblins. And they seemingly disappear, leaving behind little bits of dust.
We are, Marcus, we might have to look at this after this session because I'm not finding jack shit.
We will.
Outside of people actually complaining about the reference document not actually providing enough information.
I know what you're talking about. The other big thing is a lot of people typically just saying that the tower shield kind of provides no actual purpose, to which I mean it does, but no, I know exactly what you mean where everything on the internet is tower shields aren't explained enough, or tower shields mechanically suck, except they're fantastic for hiding behind, and that's their only purpose. And
Hiding behind and maybe
huh.
pushing forward against a group of archers.
Right. Which, I mean, to be fair, that is kind of their purpose, but whatever. Nevertheless, the 4 goblins disappear. They're nowhere to be seen.
Of course I can't be seen. I'm behind cover.
Well, that's a convenient tool.
Right? They can't attack me, I can't attack them. My tower shield's a wall.
So, do either of you do anything? Or I guess you could hear Gnome just go, well, are the 2 of you ready?
I guess so.
I will no longer be using tower shield as full cover as I look around.
As you look around, there's a little bit of dust in front of you, but there's no goblins.
I praise the dust.
It looks like it's, dust. But not like metal dust or any of that kind of stuff, just dust.
monsters
Like
from the underground.
Skyrim dust of blue glowiness? Or red glowiness?
Nope.
Monster
Just
dust.
dust like that you would find on something that you haven't dusted in a while.
Huh.
But a nice little pile of it.
I got nothing.
So do the two of you rejoin them? Hopping back on the wagon or walking next to it? I imagine hopping back on, but...
I straighten out my robes where I got hit and jump back on.
Are those javelins still around?
Yes.
You said 4 of them?
Correct.
I will be taking all 4 of them before we continue.
One of them you have to walk a little ways because Jared threw it, but you go get it and come back. And you return back on your adventure, back on your way. Do either of you wish to talk to Gnome about what just happened?
Yes.
So, do you get away with a lot using that?
Using what?
The dart to ash thing.
I didn't convert them into ash necessarily.
Is it like an acid or a poison?
Oh, neither. It's
Is it a poisonous acid?
no, not quite. It's I don't think the two of you quite know magic well enough. Listen, gnomes make a gnomes. God damn it!
It's a family
You've
name.
ruined gnomes.
The gnome family of the gnomes. Yeah, the gnomes make a lot of magitech, and some of it is stuff we really don't give out to others. That's one of them. A little
I can
too
see
strong,
why.
so to say. There is one man that we have some technology along with, but
Yeah!
Oxmeadows?
no. The simplest
What's her
way,
face?
kinda, the simplest way to explain those darts was they got old. Really, really old.
Called it Calb.
Wait, called what?
Look at Steam.
Oh, yeah, no, I did call it. Wow. Fair enough, no. Granted, that message you sent me on Steam says it was in the future by a minute, so who knows?
I was wondering why I didn't get a response from that.
So you continue along your journey. Do anything else that you wish to talk to him about, considering he just said that there's some magitech they don't give people and that the goblins just got old?
Nope. I'm not a magic person, I wouldn't understand a damn word he told me anyway.
Fair enough. So, you continue along. Oh, go ahead.
As we're going, it's like, you don't happen to have a small repair kit or anything in there, would you?
No, I don't, but maybe when we get to town, there might be something waiting.
Is it the tools?
He just laughs. And you can see the town off in the distance. And it looks like there's some other adventurers just standing there. These two look like knights. They've got some sort of griffin put onto their front chest plate and their shield. And eventually Gnome stops and goes, "Well, boys, this is where I part ways with you and continue on with my next two protectors." He looks at the two of you
Next two.
expectingly. Do either of you wish to say anything?
No, not really. I don't have anything.
I can't think of anything.
All right, so
Though, I am curious to know what he meant by there's something, waiting here. Possibly when Jared asked about the repair thing.
I know. So I assume the two of you get off. The other two knights get on. Or these two knights get on. And they start traveling down the road, continuing along the way they were going. Gnome turns around and waves.
I wave.
If you, a little bit of dust goes past you, you blink your eyes. As far as you can tell, Gnome isn't on that wagon. There's two reins kind of floating in the air, but it's almost as if the quote-unquote protection is really just a decoy, because obviously he doesn't need protection. He's just using people so that they don't know it's a gnome. What an asshole. Anyway, a young man walks up to Jared. Do you know Mr. Gnome?
As an acquaintance.
Well, I have a package for you. It's from some of his acquaintances, and I'm supposed to deliver it to you at this exact time, at this exact point. He's holding a brown envelope, so to say. A brown box that's wrapped up.
A little bit delayed, thanks to longer than usual combat.
No, it's the exact time at the exact point.
I accept the package. Does Gnome have a nickname like Doc?
No, he's just Gnome. So you pronounce the G? I thought gnomes don't like the G to be pronounced. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna head off. I was just told to give you guys this from one of Mr. Gnome's acquaintances. Do you stop him? Otherwise he heads on off.
I give him a silver.
Okay. You give him a silver? He tells you, oh, many thanks, sir. And he heads on off super excited because, you just gave him a good chunk of money. And he goes on his merry way. You are now the proud owner of a parcel, a package, envelope. Not an envelope because it's bigger than that, so whatever. A parcel, I guess, is what that would be called.
I
Right?
take a quick look around and then open it.
You look around and you open it. Kelb, are you looking at him opening the said package?
Yes.
All right. Inside is indeed a set of tools, along with a shiny white rock with a ribbon tied around it, and a little piece of paper attached to it that says, "Use this when you get in trouble."
I appraise the rock.
It is a crystal of some unknown variant with an obvious glow emanating from inside. No need to roll because this thing obviously be some sort of magic crystal, yo.
I appraise the tools.
Priceless because priceless.
And or lazy DM.
Well, no one else has these tools, so theoretically they cost as much as you want, but considering they have only one purpose, which is to fix Jared, I doubt many people are going to buy them from you.
Maybe somebody
In
else
other
has a
words,
Jared.
priceless. Maybe. In which case, he could charge a shit ton of gold. Like, tell that adventuring party to give them all of their shit, go work for him for 16 years, and then maybe have enough. That's how monopolies work.
How much
Get
was
all the
the
wheat.
Triple Rainbow Forest one?
Like 3,000 or 5,000.
want that 10 times.
If you find someone that wants to buy it for that much, maybe. But then again, you're kind of fucking over Jared.
Yeah.
Hey man, don't worry. We bought a really nice house. But
10 times.
you're never gonna have that arm again.
So do we want to walk back or see if we can find something to... I don't know. Wait. Thinking about that, that would be weird to rent a horse and then just not take it back.
You could pay someone to take you back, and that way the horse would be returned.
But then they would stay in the other city.
Yeah, I mean, Jared, we could just stay here.
You could always
This is our new home.
You could always tell someone to go with you and then travel back himself with the horse.
Yeah, but then we have to pay them.
If you word it good as like some sort of adventure bullshit, whatever, maybe not. You could always roleplay it to make it so you don't have to.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd actually steal a horse.
Well, me and Jared were thinking along the same lines. Or we could just walk back. Might take longer.
That's fine.
It would take a little longer if you guys walk back, but I mean, it's not like it's going to be ridiculously longer.
And since Jared doesn't need to sleep, he could just carry me.
That's true. You don't necessarily need to stop like a gnome wanted because he likes to get his beauty sleep.
I can lift 200 pounds over my head.
Would Gnome want that?
Maybe not then.
Well, he could attach the shield to his back and then hold you up in his arms, not necessarily over his head.
I still have 69 pounds of other things.
True.
Turn the shield
Just-
into a sled and pull you.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
just tie a rope around your bedroll and put it on the shield and have him drag you.
I'd have a roll for it, but that could theoretically work.
Or we could just walk back. Oh, Jared, what are you thinking?
I think walking sounds better than dragging.
I guess we're walking. Is there anything you want to do in the city, though, before we head back? Or town? Jared?
I'm checking my inventory real quick. I might see if there's somewhere I can stop to refill my water skin. Or my ale skin.
There's a well inside of this generic city 42.
It would need
Generic
to be
City
more like
42, I love it.
it need to be more like an inn or a bar because I usually don't store water in my water skin.
There is a small inn, sure.
I go in. Do you have anything to drink?
The bartender kind of raises his eyes, looks back at like the keg and the different bottles, looks back at you and goes, "Yes."
I'm walking in with Jared, by the way.
Okay.
I pull out my water skin. Can you fill this up?
What do you want?
What do you prefer?
He kind of smiles and goes, well, for the casual drink, he looks at the keg, something simple. But when I've had a particularly bad day or a really good day, he looks at something up on the top shelf that the bottle almost looks like it's very nice. I'd take something from up there. But those are going to be a little pricier, if you know what I mean.
How much would it cost to fill this with that stuff up there?
Well, to fill that with that much, I'm going to go with... That's probably going to be around 50 silver.
Okay.
So, half a gold.
Are those bottles closed and sealed, Marcus?
Yes.
How much is it per bottle?
Oh, sealed. I'm sorry. No. Most of these have all been opened, but he does close them.
Do any of them appear to be sealed enough for the trip back?
One of the top shelf ones, yeah. It looks like no one ever touches it.
I'm going to ask bartender why it looks like no one's ever touched that one.
He glances up at it and goes, that's only for the heaviest of drinkers. I don't want any amateur hours trying to touch that level of alcohol.
We're talking like Everclear here, Marcus?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, he has like a almost pure alcohol bottle. That's meant for that's meant for adding into something to make it alcoholic. If you were to drink that straight, I mean, best of luck to you, kids. Best of luck to you, gentlemen.
Would it be called the Dwarven Asskicker?
That's up to Marcus.
Sure. That's what he personally named it, the Dwarven Asskicker. Someone write that down so it's known forever.
Oh my, Kinkajou.
Alright, I have it written down.
So, do you ask him to buy that one?
I will ask what the price is on that bottle.
Well, it will cost two things. One, 2 gold. And 2, he pulls out a piece of paper. I'm going to write down that anything that happens to you because of drinking this is not my fault, and you're going to sign it.
Alright.
So do you pay him the 2 gold and sign it?
Yep.
Alright. The two of you now have an Everclear that he makes, or some sort of like Everclear, that he makes with a couple of different ingredients and puts in a dash of little flavoring so that it has some sort of taste to it. That isn't just pure fucking alcohol.
I demand pure fucking alcohol.
As far as what? I don't know. Like maybe a little clover or some shit. I don't know. Being that someone made up the name, someone can make up the slight taste to it. I mean, it's pretty much just going to taste like Everclear, but with some sort of back end taste.
Maybe
Something
like
to try and help with it.
Maybe like apple or cherry.
Are you saying it tastes like ass?
I was gonna say back end of death.
Well, I mean back end, not back end. It's not like a aftertaste, just like a fuck. What's something that you can drink that has
I know what you're talking about, Marcus, but I mean, it could taste like death.
True. I mean, if you maybe not Jared, because he is immune to that shit, but if you were to drink the whole bottle, I don't think you drink the whole bottle. I think you die in the process of drinking the whole bottle.
Probably.
Well, they
But
make like
technically, since they don't know Jared's a metal man, if Jared was there,
Jared is there. He was asking
Jared
about
is
buying
there.
something up there, and then Kelb was like, but what if we don't do that 50-cent one and we do that one? Did you still have the him fill up the 50-cent one?
Jared,
Or not
you
50
can
cents,
hustle
50 silver.
everybody.
Okay.
Jared, you
How
can
much
hustle
is in the
everybody.
bottle, by the way, Marcus?
It's a full bottle. It's
A pint, quart. What?
If we were measuring it, what's like about a fourth a gallon? Is that a quart?
rough.
4 pints to a
Yeah,
gallon.
4 pints.
4 pints to a gallon, then fuck it. We'll go
2
with,
quarts to a gallon.
what was it?
It's 2 quarts to a gallon, 4 pints to a gallon.
Okay. Half a gallon. Just half a gallon. I don't know. Half a gallon.
So a quart.
Sure. My brain's broken. I'm sorry.
Well, they make there's like peach moonshine, there's apple moonshine, strawberry moonshine. Pretty much any kind of flavor you really want to it.
Maybe it's got wormwood in it.
Maybe it's got a slight hint of spring breeze going through a sweaty cold dwarf's red flaming beard.
Sure. Well, we'll let everyone decide when the characters actually take a taste of it. Then you can all off camera decide what the taste is, and before a game next time we'll announce what the Dwarven Asskicker tastes like. But for now, to continue the story forward, the two of you have bought in your alcohol. What do you wish to do now?
Question my life choices because apparently it's 4 quarts to a gallon, 8 pints to a gallon.
Okay. Again, just write down whatever is half a gallon. You could write down half a gallon if you want, but...
I think I will because that'll just be easier.
Alright, I was never good with measuring. That's why I don't really cook or any of that shit, because I don't understand it, so I just...
Obviously, never I wasn't either. So I mean,
So,
especially if I got corrected.
did the two of you head on off then? Anything else you wanted to do?
That was all for me.
Is there a guild hall available here?
There is not a guild hall here, no.
No.
This is just a small little middle town. It's not even like a big trade town. It's slightly out of the way of going from one major city to another major city. So in the ways of, getting a lot of traffic, this doesn't get an excessive amount of traffic.
Okay. I guess we'll start heading back unless Jared wants to do something else here.
No, I'm good.
Alright, we start heading back.
Alright, so the two of you begin heading back. And your first day goes pretty uneventful. Your second day, I assume you stop. Your second day traveling back, again, pretty uneventful. Eventually, on that first day when you were heading back, near the end of it, you came across where the goblins were, and you're pretty sure the dust has been blown away by the wind at this point. So you keep on going. After a little while, though, you decide it's probably best to set up camp again for the second day of travel. Roll me a spot or a listen.
Is it spot or listen?
Yep.
Does it matter if we do a listen or a spot?
No, you can do either. Or both. It's really up to you.
Okay, well, in that case, 15 on spot.
18 spot.
The two of you really don't notice anything, and you set up your camp. I assume you lay out your bedroll there, Kelb. But while sitting there, more than likely conversing, maybe looking at your alcohol, that's when you finally notice, slightly off in the distance, hunched down, some sort of figure. Crouched down, watching, as if in anticipation to strike.
Who notices this? Both of us?
Both of you. It is not going to get an attack of opportunity, but it is close enough that you will not have a action before. Roll.
Is it... Do we actually know it's going to attack? It could just be they're watching.
You don't know if it's going to attack?
Okay.
But it's a large figure, and it's creeping up on you.
Oh, so it's actually moving towards us.
Correct. It's just you had the last second to notice it before it popped out. So it didn't get an attack of opportunity. That's what the check was.
What kind of terrain are we in?
Open clearing inside a forest. Well, trail inside a forest.
Kind of not, but is like the background.
Right. But less wooded, because it's not like a deep, thick forest. It's just slightly better than, 0 trees ever. So roll initiative.
Yeah, preparing for combat then. Yeah.
Kelb.
13.
Jared.
17.
Oh, so you said this was the second day of traveling back? So we rested, right?
Correct. This is your the end of the second day traveling back.
We slept for a full 8 hours, right?
I'd assume you would have.
Natural healing is why I'm asking.
I know. How much health are the two of you at?
That'll put me at 18 out of 20.
7.
Because Jared doesn't get natural healing.
You didn't want to try using the tools on him that first day to try and patch him up a little bit?
Technically, it wasn't roleplayed.
I'll allow it, because I forgot all about healing up the first night. So if you wanted to try using it.
I guess that would be up to Jared. It's his body.
Sure.
Okay. I'll try to repair him then. With the tools and the white rock material.
What craft do you have?
Metalsmithing, stoneworking, woodworking. That's it.
Can you roll me all 3?
Would you prefer one over any others at first, or
Nope, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does, but
just
it
going
doesn't.
down the line?
What was that?
Just go down the line?
Yep. being that it's your first time and it's untrained on necessarily doing this, I have a target number for all three of them. It's all the same number, so.
Alright, 24 on metalsmithing, 20 on stoneworking, and 20 on woodworking.
Oh, you easily are able to figure it out, so to say. Being with your dwarviness, you, just...
Okay.
Yeah, you just naturally feel like you had some part in, knowing how these tools are supposed to work on his body. And you patch up little bits, either replacing rocks with rocks, or putting wood together with some sort of weird sticky shit that's obviously wood glue and whatnot. Jared, what's your max health?
14.
Okay, go up by 3.
So I'm at 10.
Sorry, go up by 5.
So he's at 12.
Okay, 12.
All I have to say is, yay, bonuses to craft checks.
Yay.
By the way, Marcus, I sent you something that might work for that drink.
Now, if only you were good at hitting things as you were as making things.
I can make shit, doesn't mean I have to be good at using it.
You could put down, Kelp, that you essentially have, in layman's terms, a potion of healing for him, where it's a 2d4 plus 2, as long as you make your checks.
However, is Jared keeping a hold of these tools, or am I?
That's up to the two of you.
Jared?
I think for the moment, since you're the one using them, that you can hold on to them.
Okay.
We can figure out long term once we get back with the rest of the guys.
Would you say the healing was, Marcus?
It's just like a normal health potion, a common one, which is 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
All right. And what reveals itself before combat officially begins, coming out of the bushes, is an immense gray wolf that's almost as large as a horse, with fiery eyes and a thick coat of fur. It's a dire wolf.
Ooh, puppy.
A massive, blood-hungry wolf.
Well, shit.
Jared, you're up first.
How far away are we?
Closing distance. And this,
It's not a giant wolf, is it?
yeah, it's a dire wolf. It's a large animal.
Not dire, giant.
No.
Okay, let's check it. I couldn't remember if the dire wolves were giant or not.
No, dire wolves are large. Giant is a step up from large, right?
Indeed.
I believe so.
It's small, medium, large, then giant.
Then colossal.
Yep. Then colossal. Then I don't know what's after colossal.
I
Stupid.
thought gargantuan was after, and then colossal. Or does it go colossal then gargantuan?
It better be close.
I don't know. Does it really matter at this point?
Doesn't really
I guess
matter.
not.
All right. What did you want to do there, Jared?
I'm gonna move back 30 feet and shoot a bow at it.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Ah! 11.
Yeah, that's a miss. And it runs forward at you, Kelb, and it snaps its mouth at you.
Okay.
It absolutely hit.
This is a default direwolf stated, by the way.
Well, by default, they have a plus 11 to hit, so yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's just a default. And it hits you for 13 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Can you roll me a strength check after that, then, as it attempts to trip you?
Did you say trip?
We all know how this
Yeah.
goes.
So, what the hell was the strength check again? It's just
Well,
D20 plus my modifier.
Trip uses grapple, so I believe you use your grapple to resist it, which is strength modifier plus bab.
Oh.
11. With a nat 1 roll.
Yeah, he pulls you on the ground. Your turn.
Defender on a trip is using dex or strength.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Do you want to get up?
It has me pinned down at all, or is it just it just tripped me?
It's just a trip. So he runs up, he bites you, biting you so hard and pulling your leg out from under you that you fall to the ground as he stands above you with his mouth ready, obviously, on his next attack to go for your head.
I will stand back up.
You have a move action still, so you can try to move back by your teammate.
Is there a tree nearby or a wall of some description?
There would be a tree and a double movement, but right now the most you could do realistically would be the 5-step back, and then yeah, that's it. 5-step back, and then can you move if you do your 5-step back?
I was actually looking into the whole combat thing for that.